Okay, so Lesnar finally took on Overeem. I'll discuss some of the undercard really quick. Okay, Finch got destroyed with probably one of the best looking punches I have ever seen in my whole life. The Mauler took on the Janitor. The Janitor ran into a perfect straight jab that just crumpled him. Diaz took on the Cowboy in probably what you can call a 15-minute long almost jab fest by Diaz. Diaz really picked apart the Cowboy. Cowboy had some pretty good leg kicks and some pretty good, leg trips, some decent knees, but just could get nothing else going beyond that. Okay, so now Lesnar versus Overeem. Lesnar tries to go for a takedown, gets a single leg, kind of gets, Alistair kind of pushes him back. That's when Alistair's got a cut across his right eye. They go for another kind of clinch, and you see Alistair hit just a stiff knee on Lesnar. But it's a grazing knee. You can tell Lesnar does not want to take any of the knees from Alistair. A little bit of light boxing, nothing really severe going on. Then you see Lesnar take another knee. When they show on the replay, you see him getting hit. Then he's like the ripple going through the ribs, almost like he probably got a broken rib from it. I think you see him kind of crunch back a little bit, and he had his abdominal section open. And Alistair hits him with a kick that looks like it's predominantly hitting him with like shin and knee right across the whole abdominal area. And you see Lesnar kind of just stand for a couple seconds and then just like collapse to the ground. And with that, Lesnar pretty much loses by TKO. He just got demolished by Alistair. And then, when it was done, he announced his retirement from the sport. He more or less said if he was going to win, he was going to go for the title and then retire, but he was of course using his diverticulitis, but since he had it happen to him in 2010, and he was out in some of 2011 for the same issue, maybe his body just can't physically handle the amount of stress he has to put it under to maintain himself in the UFC. So from that standpoint, Lesnar had a pretty solid run for how short his actual career was. He got to actually be a UFC champion. He got to actually defend it. And he lost to a guy who was absolutely ridiculously superior to him when it came to overall striking. They more or less said if Lesnar could get him down, this would be a decent fight. Lesnar never even got close to taking him down. So in about 2.5 minutes, Alistair was just ridiculous striking. Knees looked like he could crumple the side of a car. And a kick that pretty much made Lesnar kind of go, I'm injured. I'd rather spend time with my wife and my kids. So that was the last UFC of 2011.